I assume I injured myself at work. Long story short, my left knee has really been hurting the last few days. So bad, in fact, that yesterday at work, I basically left a half an hour early because after about 4 hours of going up and down the ladder to put up drywall sheets, I was having trouble standing. My left leg was getting straight up wobbly, and I'm like, okay, this is unusual. I shouldn't be having knee problems in my late 30s. You know, I came home, I took some ibuprofen last night, woke up this morning, it was still a little ouchy. So I'm wearing it's like 3M branded. I got it at Target from the health section. It's a knee support, but it's one that flexes. It doesn't have metal in it. So it kind of has a cutout for the kneecap and then a top strap and a bottom strap to support the knee. And that has been making a lot of difference. That's been helping a lot. I'm sure it was my fault. My assumption is, in my rush, when I'm like hyper focused at work, I probably dropped to the knee a little too hard, or I banged it going up a ladder. It's not the kind of pain that makes me go, oh shit, I gotta go to the doctor. It's more so the kind of pain that's just like, what did I do this time? This is the most frustrating thing for me about getting older, is in my brain, I am still able to do all of the stuff I could in my 20s. But my body constantly has to remind me that that's not the case anymore. Are the parts still under warranty? I am so far out of warranty, they've stopped calling.
3 weeks later.
Sue says weed fairy, and I'm just like, have I told you the story of Anthrocon, Sue? And how I was the weed fairy? At the time, I was pretty casual with like cannabis. I wasn't like regularly using it, just like cons I was using it and stuff like, you know, social things. I think it was Friday or Saturday night, one of the two. We go to a friend's room party, and they end up gifting me a Ziploc gallon bag of assorted edibles, cookies, brownies, etc. They were just like, I don't want this. I can't take it with me when I leave, so here you go. And I'm like, all right. And it's just like, a big ass gallon Ziploc bag full of goodness. And I'm like, all right, well, I can't eat all this myself. I'll fucking die. So I put it, and I'm wearing a hoodie with just a big front pocket. So I put this bag in the front pouch. Fast forward to going down to the waterfront, and I proceed to walk around that waterfront, going up to pretty much anyone I thought looked like a stoner. I would get up real close to him and be super awkward about it because I was fucking toasted. But I would get real close to them and just be like, hey, you like weed? And if they answered yes, I would just open the bag and say, reach into my sack of treasures. And the first few people did not know what to think of it. I was very popular that night. I was just handing out, how I didn't walk into a cop, I'll never know. I probably gave 3 dozen people, just random motherfuckers who I was like, you want some weed? And they're like, yeah. And they just took a handful of whatever they wanted. There's a photo, I don't want to show it on stream because it's, old me, but there's a photo where I am so cooked that you gotta take me out of the oven. I'm dehydrated at that point. The photos tell me that I was there, but I can promise you that I wasn't there. I probably was not on this planet. My body was there, but not my mind. So yeah, that was the Anthrocon Weed Fairy story. I was gifted a large amount that I needed to offload, and so it was just, well, what do I do with excess drugs? Hand them out.
A few inches later.